Hello everyone, welcome to Sgt-Maj Smoke. My channel is about barbecue, food, cooking, and of course, eating. I'm not a professional, just a regular guy with a passion for food and cooking. For those that are new to my channel, if you enjoy the content, please like and subscribe, and make sure to hit that notification bell to get notified every time I drop a new video. As for those returning, thank you, and it's good to see you back again. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below, as I will read and respond to them all. And now, for today's episode. Hello everyone, welcome to today's episode of Sgt-Maj Smoke, episode 010. We're going to do a rack of lamb today. Hopefully enjoy it.
I haven't done before. A rack of lamb. I've cooked lamb, but never a rack, so I want to try something different. I'm also going to have it with a mint sauce, which I've also never made. But I'll show you that. It'll either turn out really good, or it's going to turn out not so good, but yeah, just cook it. Have fun. There we go. It's a rack of lamb. This is Ontario lamb, 1844 Canadian, which was actually cheaper than the frozen New Zealand land. It's about 5.558 kilos, or 1.2 pounds, 19 ounces. It's not very big for the amount of money you're paying. My God, it looks good. Very simple. Rub, a little bit of coarse pepper, coarse salt. Try to go 50-50. Seems to be a good mix. I'm going to say most meats, to be honest, in my opinion. I don't want to saturate it. I don't want to overpower it. I just want to complement the lamb. This is probably not enough. I'll let this sit in the fridge, in the dry rub, probably at least 4 hours, 5 hours. Not because I'm tied to a timing. I want to make sure that it, it gets in there really well. Again, I don't want to saturate it, just enough to give it a little bit of flavor. Again, I'm going to be using that little mint sauce. So I would hope that would add to it. I don't want it to be super flavorful because of this. Just a little bit of seasoning. Very easy. So I'm going to carry on with prep for today's meal. Again, I like a nice hot coffee. And I love the new mugs. So very simple. Walmart, mixed vegetables, just whatever I had. Whatever a normal person has. They're frozen. So depending on how many people you're going to feed, obviously, how much you want to feed them, I guess. Just pour a whack in here. That's my measurement for the day. A whack of something. I just want something that will go with the lamb. Try this. Basic, just dollar store salt, pepper. Again, not enough to overpower, just enough to complement. And like I said, you see my accurate measurements here. A shake of this, a shake of that. Extra virgin olive oil. Why? Because I like it and I have it. Here's what we got. Mix that bad boy up. I'll let these sit in the fridge until I'm going to throw them on the barbecue. Think of portion size when you're cooking. Obviously it's a big portion, too much, it may be harder to cook. Take up more space on the grill and just take longer. That's about a serving. I have more. touch it off with butter. Because why? Because butter goes good with everything, right? Get in there. I will foil this bad boy up. I like to double wrap anything that's going to go on the barbecue. In this case, I'm not checking for temperature. I'm not going to puncture it because it's going to get pretty liquidy and steamy and buttery and ooey goodness. I just want a good seam. I don't want it to burn. I just want it to cook. Double wrap that. I'll do that as many times as I need to. And I'll throw it in the barbecue. Okay, so now I'm going to attempt my version of the mint sauce. I saw this online, like I think most people do. Some mint jelly. President's choice. Whatever. Strong. But mint's supposed to go with lamb. It's kind of pasty. It's about a cup's worth-ish. I guess 250 milliliters. Oh guys, it's very, very chunky. Gonna add about a 3/4 cup of water. Sorry. Give that a mix. I'm gonna cook this. I just want to prep it for you beforehand, before I get it on the barbecue and heat it up. A little bit of wine. Wine goes well with everything. Give this a deep stir. I'll let this sit in the fridge. I'll get it on the barbecue. I'll get it heated. And I'll use, again, El Cheapy here, cornstarch just a little bit, probably about a tablespoon just to thicken it up. I want to maintain the color. I'm going to use this as a brushed on, scooped on sauce, just to add to the lamb. And if someone wants to use it afterwards, they could. Again, it could taste awful. It smells not too bad. I'd like to try it with fresh mint, so when I grow mint again, we probably will. We'll see how it goes. Welcome back, everyone. So I had the barbecue box running for 20 minutes, half an hour. I give it a little bit of scraping. Now I'm going to oil it down, the flames off. Oil it down. Get extra virgin oil. Why? Because I have it. I don't care if it spills everywhere. It'll burn off eventually. Lubricate the grill up a bit. The paper towel and the tongs. Good way of doing it. It's still hot, so the cast iron is absorbing it. I'm going to turn it back on. Put a high, medium high. Let it heat up again. Then I'll throw my rack of lamb on. So all I'll do is transfer that mint sauce to the other cast iron pot. Nice and jump. I want to bring it to a slow boil as I'm waiting for the barbecue box to heat up for the lamb. I'll bring it to a slow boil. Then I'll add some of that cornstarch just as a thickener and a bit of water. I don't want to burn it. I just want a slow boil, so medium heat. Get nice and hot. Nice looking rack of lamb here. Hear that sizzle. What I neglected to do was to put the meat thermometer in. I'm trying to jam it through the wrap. I want it to be 145 when it's cooked. That's my ideal temperature. 145. I'm gonna throw in my veggies. They won't take long. Right, just jam it in there. It'll be pretty. It's about -4 with the wind chill Celsius. I'll stick the conversion up top. That's a bit of a stir. Oh, look at that. Once I get it to a running boil, not quite there yet. I'll add a bit of water and a bit of cornstarch. But you also, again, something to take note of. You can hear the flame moving. Obviously, it's a very windy neighborhood. It's almost like a wind tunnel effect, so I gotta keep conscious on it. That's the downside if I was going to use a gas-powered smoker here, like propane smoker. I'm not a big fan of them. I'd rather have electric or just old school wood and charcoal because it blows it out, and then, well, that's not good. That's a great example right there. The flame blew out. Turn it off. Reignite it. You gotta be careful with the wind. A little cornstarch, a little bit of water. Like I said, all I want to do, thicken up, but I don't want to change the color too much. Stir. Take it outside, windy, start blowing around. Right. I'm going to use this as basically just a poured on marinade. I want to cook it to 145, the lamb, and it's running 44 degrees right now. I'm just going to turn this down to medium low. I want to keep the flame going and just keep it solidified. So as I stand here watching my thermometer, so now it's out 65 degrees. The good thing about a Sgt-Maj Smoke coffee mug is it's dual purpose, because it's not just for coffee. You can also put beer in it. So it's really windy. I turned off my sauce because it kept blowing out. I didn't want it too high. When it gets probably about 75, 80 degrees, I'll turn it back on and I'll start basting it again. Ooh, look at that. I don't want to burn it. I hate burnt meat. You gotta find that fine line between cooked, obviously to be safe to eat, and as, you know, not charred all the, well, you know. And if you can see, I don't know if you can see, almost looks like ocean water. But it's super minty flavor, really good. Like I said, I'm just gonna base it on it. And we should be good to go. I'm not worried about taking the hot lid off and throwing it on my deck because, well, you got snow, because it is winter. And also, during the breakthrough on a piece of chicken, I don't want to overpower the lamb because it's a very distinct taste. I just want to add to it, enhance it. And I'll throw on a little piece of chicken as well. I'm also just going to flip my veggies. They'll take no time to cook. I can feel it getting softer as it is. You can hear the flame fighting the wind there. Again, I have to apologize for the wind, but that's the reality when you're cooking outside. Hopefully it's not too distracting for you. Hear that sizzle. My oh my. Again, I don't want to overpower the flavor. I'm going to cook it mostly on the other side. I just wanted to get a bit of marinade on the side before I flip it back around. Hear that sizzle. My God. And what the heck? Throw a bit more on. Here we are. Just took the lid off it. It smells really, really good. I'll baste the chicken breast and the lamb. I love the sizzle. The veggies are coming along nicely. You can feel it. Put the chicken. Ooh, yeah. Just to baste it a bit. Turn the temp down. Put the lid back on. I'm not worried about overcooking the veggies, the chicken. I'll grab the thermometer. Again, needs to be 165. The lamb 145. I don't want to burn it. I'm going to try my best. I've never cooked a rack. We'll see how it goes. Well, we're getting up there 155, 56, 58, 160. Chicken's almost done. I'll give that a little bit of a flip. Very minty, so if you don't like mint, then this ain't your thing. Yeah, so my main thermometer is showing me 128. This guy is 117. I will always err on the side of the lower temperature just to be safe, obviously. Last thing I want to do is, you know, eat something not cooked. Let's get it there. Again, you're going to find your hot spots to the grill. So 146, 147, 152. That's down to 129. That's weird. So obviously showing me that, in this case, the center top is a cool zone. That's very interesting. 130. So I'm not there yet, and that's okay. Because it's cold baby time, because it is winter. Why not? All I'm going to do is baste it again. And I think that might be it, because I don't want to overwhelm the flavor, like I said. Love the sizzle. This is going to be really good. Let's turn the veggies. And that'll be that. Put the cover back on. Try to keep that heat in. The lamb's almost done. Chicken's almost done. I'm a paranoid guy, so I'm going to measure lots. Last thing I want to do is, you know, eat something not done. So we're showing, again, it's 145 Fahrenheit I want to cook it to. If we're close-ish, I'm going to throw it in the oven and wait till supper anyway, so. But yeah, so that's telling me 145. Of course the alarm's not going off yet. I think it's time for me to get a new one. What do you think? This should, now it goes off. 139. 136. I'll flip it back. It's very close. Very, very close. I'll leave it fat cap down. I'm sure my veggies is done. Get my chicken. $58, $60. I'll give it a bit more. I'll take the veggies off because I know they're done. Again, it's not like they're raw. It doesn't matter anyway. Let them cook. I'll come back in a few minutes. Let's look at the boo. Internal showing them 151. Again, it's windy. 135. Turn this rack over. Geez, it looks good. 65, 66. I'm sure that chicken's done. Not quite yet. I'm going to turn the heat up a little bit. Again, you're finding the temperature. So when you do barbecue, I barbecue all year. There's no reason why you can't barbecue all year. Anybody says otherwise, well, good for you, but I barbecue all year. And I love it. You just got to be careful of the temperature and adapt accordingly. So as I was saying, you're fighting the temperature, but that's okay. A bit longer, wind blowing stuff out. I'm gonna probe this wrap. Like as long as it's close to 145. Oh yeah. 147, 149, 150. It's all over the map, but that's okay. As long as it's over that 145. Take it. Then let it rest for at least half an hour. Check my chicken. Give her a flip around. Not quite there yet. Not quite. Again, I'm paranoid about especially poultry. So I'd rather take that extra time, let it cook. It's all good. It's cooking, it's fun. Be safe, enjoy the meat. Oh, look at that. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. I'm almost done. Give this bad boy a taste. Look at that, beautiful. Absolutely perfection. Fantastic. Sgt-Maj Smoke, out.
This concludes today's episode 010 Rack a Lamb. So it's the first time I've done it. I enjoyed it. It was absolutely delicious. I will definitely do that same recipe again. I apologize for the wind, but I am cooking outside, so there's not much I can do about that, unfortunately. Hopefully it wasn't too distracting. If you have any comments or questions, please post them below, as I will respond to them, and I will read them. Please like and subscribe if you did enjoy the content, and ring that notification bell to find out every time I drop a new video. Until next time, Sgt-Maj Smoke.